or two. Yeah, that's a hard word to say.
1,500 times more after that.
Yep, been trying to do it ever since. People fly state of Jefferson flags all throughout this town. We actually covered like the "Welcome to California" sign with a state of Jefferson flag like 3 years ago.
You're a goddamn idiot.
It's like,
It was me and my mom, if you could believe that.
how drunk were you?
Sober as a gopher.
I don't buy that.
Sober as a gopher.
Okay, we'll go to a minute. Well, less than a minute.
Yeah, just
now.
give me a countdown. You're still throwing in the intro for each one, right?
Correct. Until we get our planned one.
Yeah.
Well, we've
Dan,
said
you
enough
should- you
stupid
should
shit.
hear our fucking intro.
Pretty good.
Pretty
It's
stupid.
one of a kind.
It will be once it once we actually get it. It'll be awesome.
What does
Yeah,
that
we don't
mean?
We don't play it before we get record, but Tyler just throws it in ahead of time.
I found an encoder where we might be able to. I just got to see if it's Windows friendly.
You just want me to play it over my phone?
No.
We might talk about Bagelgate. I think we might honestly talk about Bagelgate.
All right. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Howdy, fuckers. This is your host, Tanner. I'm up here in Wisconsin. I'm joined, as always, with Tyler out in the cave in Nebraska. Say what's up, Tyler.
What's up, Tyler?
You're an idiot. I got Trash Man Ronnie, the true idiot of the show out in California. You alive out there?
Yep, put conditioner in my mullet today. Feeling great.
Today might be the best episode of the podcast because not only is Marco not here, he's down in Missouri trying to get butt fucked by his second cousin or something. I have more help from Wisconsin with my lifelong friend Dan down in Madison. How you doing, buddy?
I'm good. How about you?
Wonderful. I'm feeling a lot better. Marco's not here to give me shit about my Canadian accent. I can talk about whatever I want in Wisconsin, and somebody can know what the hell I'm talking about. It's gonna be a good episode.
About or a boot?
Shut the fuck up with the Canadian stuff.
We just want to. We just have one question though. Just one question. How much the Black Blue is in your house at the moment?
Fuck off. None, actually. It's an average Canadian beer. Everyone knows the true Canadian beer is Molson. Shout out Molson. Free ads today, apparently. Dan, I obviously have known you since I was 4. Went to school with you my whole life until college. Still good friends to this day. But that's not very fun to talk about. I guess why don't you give the people a little intro about yourself, where you're at, what you're doing, what you like to do, and your social security number. We can start this interview.
We'll provide that at the end of the interview. Stick around. My name's Dan. Grew up in Bangor with Tanner, as he said. Moved down to Madison here about 2 years ago. I work as an accountant. I work for a company. Let's go there. That's kind of interesting. We do mobile mapping. Mobile LiDAR mapping is technically what it's called. Work with departments of transportation to map roads and fill potholes, basically. Into pretty much any sport you can throw at me. I'll watch it, talk about it, do that sort of thing. Anything funny will strike my interest. Yeah, I don't know what else to say, I guess.
That's fair. Trash Man, Tyler, I prepped you a little bit, told you a little bit about who Dan is, and damn it, I just said a boot. Told you a little bit about
I mean, I wasn't
Dan
going to call
and
it out earlier, but you totally did it earlier too.
some of the mischief we've got into. But do you have any questions for him right off the bat?
Dan, Tanner tried to tell me that chocolate milk does not come from brown cows. Do you agree with him or do you disagree with him?
You know, I got a sidebar from that. I just tried this for the first time this week. There's a gas station in Wisconsin and probably a few other other states called Quick Trip. They have root beer flavored chocolate milk. Now, if chocolate milk comes from a chocolate cow, where does root beer flavored chocolate milk come from?
A white trash cow.
Maybe. I've never met a root beer cow, so could be
I'll
a
tell
trash
you,
cow.
I believe that would be a chocolate cow with a mullet. That's my best guess. He has a
That
giant
would make sense.
mullet like that picture that old Pat McAfee put out of the dude in the airport or whatever, with that glorious mullet.
Party in the
Your
party in the
fucking
back,
chocolate
right?
cow comment is raising my blood pressure.
Dan, I did
Yeah.
that. I only did that. That way I'd raise Tanner's blood pressure.
You know, I've never seen chocolate milk be made, so I can't confirm or deny the chocolate cow.
You've never used Nesquik?
Well, that's a little different, right?
Yeah, Ronnie. Where the fuck did the Nesquik powder come from? Huh? Huh?
The Easter Bunny.
I'm gonna kill you.
I love doing this to Tanner. Tyler, you got anything?
I do. Do you like lettuce on your tacos?
Oh, fuck off.
So I've got a little intel on this one. I mean, it's fine. It's a filler, right? It's not necessary.
Oh,
Exactly. Why
Tanner.
not cut out the unnecessary?
Are you
There's-
gonna take this buffoonery?
There's nothing to lettuce. What is lettuce? It's like what, 90% water?
It's a cooling agent.
And who cares about their health? Who needs more water in their food?
Well, I think if you take the lettuce out, you can fit more meat, right?
Exactly.
So you're saying you prefer more meat in your mouth?
Than lettuce, yes.
I would rather take
Interesting.
more meat to my mouth than more green to my mouth.
Oh, Tyler, could you clip that, please?
Definitely.
I'm gonna need that for later. Later
There
purposes.
will be a video out at some point about it too.
Dan, we talk every day pretty much, and we're in stupid group text and whatnot. What is your favorite story that you and I've gotten into? I guess recently, or of all time, I guess. But for background, usually if I'm doing something dumb and drinking, Dan is either leading the charge or side by side with me. And he's the only person I know who can drink vodka Red Bulls at the same speed as I can.
We've done some damage to our livers together, that's for sure. I think we should probably talk about Tiger Phil a little bit, huh?
Tiger Phil. Forgot about that. Quite literally.
Oh, is that not where you were wanting to go?
We can go wherever you want.
So Tiger Phil, they did their golf off thing. I think that was probably the worst golf tournament performance of all time. Right? I think I could have beat them that day. They were
that was
terrible, absolutely terrible. Anyway, Tanner picks me up. It's what, 11 a.m. Says, let's go watch the Wisconsin Badger basketball game. No Tiger
They
Phil
did.
mentioned. Nothing mentioned about Tiger Phil. So we go to the local bar. It's about a block from my house, my mom's house. I don't live there anymore, but we get there 11 o'clock. Tanner's, is it your cousin? Is there?
Yep, cousin Nub showed out. He used to own that.
Cousin
bar.
Nub. Sitting there with, I don't know, 4 other guys, trying to convince the owner, who was also bartending at the time, to order Tiger Phil on pay-per-view. Now, for a bar, it's what, $200 probably?
Something like that, yeah.
More than the typical amount. So he says, if you guys pay for it, you can drink the rest of the day for free, right? Well, that was a bad idea on his part.
That is very bad.
So we all put in like $40, I think,
Yeah, I think so.
and proceeded to drink from 11 a.m. to probably midnight.
Could be.
Is when we finally left the bar.
Don't actually remember leaving the bar.
And the best part is we didn't go home after going on that marathon of a trip. I had my brother take us to La Crosse, which is probably 20 minutes away, and just drops us out. I puke all over his car the entire way. Just sick as shit. Tanner sitting in the back, half zombie, half alive. And
No idea.
to this day, Tanner still claims he did not want to go to La Crosse. But I'm pretty sure he was the instigator, the ringleader on that one.
It does sound
Anyway, we
like
get-
something I would do.
We get to La Crosse, meet the rest of our friends there. They've been drinking for a few hours, but if you know anything about Tanner, not a big smoker, not tobacco, drugs, vitamins, any sort of substance outside of alcohol, really. The first thing he does when we get to this bar, walks up to a guy with a Juul and just takes the biggest puff you could believe.
And did he vomit
Didn't like that.
afterwards?
What's that?
Did he vomit afterwards?
Yes.
Funny you mentioned
Yes.
that.
Pukes right between his legs, right there in the middle of the
On
bar.
spot.
Takes that jewel, hits it again, and hands it back. Did you hand it back to the guy?
No, I bit the fucking thing in half and I spit it at him.
Wow.
I mean,
You're an
this is-
idiot.
This is all allegedly. My friend Amy, who watched this, told me I did that. And apparently, as I was like wiping the puke off my chin, I like yelled out like, "That's fucking poison!" or something like that.
So anyway, I'm sitting here sipping water because I just felt like ass already. I wasn't gonna drink anymore. I had puked. I had done all that. Just hanging out with Tanner and a few girls, a couple friends of ours, and Tanner's sitting here getting vodka Red Bull, still going at it. And I don't know how it ends up. Tanner and this other guy, who's probably, I don't know, 100 pounds tops.
Little,
And Tanner, you'll have to tweet this video out after or something.
yeah. I can do that.
So you know in those like ballet dances where the guy spins the girl around his head?
Whoa. Wait, did Tanner do that to a little dude?
No.
Tanner did that to a little dude.
For any WWE wrestlers, it looked like I picked him up and he did a Hurricane Rana to me.
It was very resemblant. It was probably the greatest dance move I'd ever seen.
Hold on. So Tanner's a coordinated drunk. He could actually spin?
Well, he didn't spin. He spun the other guy.
But I
Oh.
was spinning. There's video proof that I was dancing. All sorts of funky white guy moves.
It is pretty great. And the best part was this guy had no idea what was coming. Tanner basically walks up behind him, picks him up, and spins it. If he would have done this to a female, Tanner would be in jail right now. Let's put it that way. He,
Oh, man.
Opposite and a gentleman, like girls love that shit.
I think you should probably ask before you twirl them around your head, though. It's just me.
Tanner probably would have. Maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't know. That was a great night, though. I'm sure there's things I missed in that story.
I can fill in a couple details that I do remember. So, like, when Dan says I called him at 11 and we got to the bar and started drinking, this was not like a casual beer with lunch. It was, we had one beer while we convinced the bartender to buy it. And then my cousin, who's large, much larger than me, looked me in the eyes and said, "You better earn that $40 fucking we just paid." And I looked at Dan and I said, "Well, all right, here we go." I think we probably had at least a 12-pack watching Tiger Phil, which was a long fucking drawn-out ordeal.
Yep.
And then we ran into my Aunt Patty, my godmother, but, I mean, she is a wonderful human, and she likes to party, Aunt Party.
Goes by Aunt
We
Party as
started
soon as she
drinking.
walks in the bar.
We started guzzling, and I mean guzzling, so-called old fashions with her. We probably had 3, 4, 5 of them.
Oh, yeah.
And then the night gets a little hazy, and all I remember is double fisting Limon and Cokes. Now, when he tells the story, like, I don't remember going there. I don't remember being at Overtime Pub much after like 9 p.m. I wake up at 6 a.m. in my friend's apartment in La Crosse, again, 20 miles away.
Wow.
And I had no fucking idea where I was. I'm in my clothes. I'm wearing my shoes. I'm on the couch with a hot dog and a hamburger pillow stuck to my sweaty, gross face. And all I hear is people screaming, "We're going to breakfast, we're going to breakfast." The last thing I knew was I was drunk in a bar in Bangor. I woke up. That was insane. And Dan, of course, he pukes. His brother kidnaps me. And what does he do? He lets me keep drinking. Easily could have pulled the plug, but no, he's not a quitter, and neither is his friend Tanner, apparently.
Mama didn't raise a quitter.
Right? I wasn't going to be the one to tell him to stop.
Yeah, that was one of our most legendary nights together, I'd say. I'm glad you brought that up.
That was a great one.
Yeah, that was-
Me and Tanner have this saying, we're not allowed to live within 2 hours of each other for that reason. That's
It's true. Very true.
very typical of what would happen every night.
You
Yeah.
guys just made me want to go to Wisconsin.
Right?
I mean,
Uh,
come on over, but wouldn't plan a week-long trip. I'll kill you.
Might not want to go back if you come for too long.
It's true.
God damn.
I'd be into it though.
Yeah, I mean,
I mean-
anytime. And we've proven recently that we will travel just for random things. We just recently, what was that? 2 weekends ago, Dan? We went down to Cincinnati.
Yeah, 2 or 3 weekends ago. I don't remember. 2 weekends ago. Sounds right.
You want to tell the story or kick the story off on that one, because I think that's going to be a hot topic.
So I think did we all have tickets to go to Des Moines, the Des Moines show?
All of us except Trash Man, I think.
I didn't have any because I was too late to the party.
Okay, well,
Okay.
I guess just me and Tanner had tickets to the Pat
And
McAfee
Marco.
show.
I was looking though. I was on the hunt
Yeah.
for, but they were all spoken for.
Sure. So we had tickets to go see Pat in Des Moines and then Burnsville. I forget which one was first. But on Wednesday, the week before, as probably most of the listeners here know, we canceled those 2 shows. I found out, Tanner texted me like Wednesday, 9 a.m., something like that. I'm on my way to work. He says, show's canceled. This sucks, something like that. About 11 o'clock, get to work, get snooping around on the internet. Texas Tanner. Found 2 tickets in Cincinnati. Saturday, 7 o'clock. I think by noon we had tickets to that show bought.
Literally asked the girlfriend, "Do you care?" She said, "I'm not surprised. Kind of expected it." Asked who I was going
Always
with.
a
I said,
sweet
"Dan."
deal.
She says, "Yup, kind of figured. Have a nice time." We had tickets.
So about 3 hours after Pat canceled 2 shows on us, we had tickets to a third. Gave us about 1 day to plan, another day to drive. End up leaving Friday night, like 4 o'clock from Madison. Go to Tanner's uncle there Friday night. Tanner's uncle's house Friday night. Have a good time with him. Tanner tries his first plate of sushi. Any
Not
comment on that, Tanner?
good. Not good at all. It
No?
tastes like deep fried toes.
Where'd you eat it at?
The sushi restaurant.
Yeah,
What do you
I don't
mean?
Oh, don't
My
eat
mouth.
don't eat sushi from a gas station.
No, this was a pretty fancy place. I mean, it was probably.
Yeah, it was pretty high end. Authentic
Yeah.
South Koreans and everything.
Yep. Tanner's uncle is like apparently the number 1 customer there. There every Friday night. He introduces us to the chef, not the other way around.
Oh, so he'll give you a special price. Very special price.
Oh, we didn't get a single thing that was on the menu. Everything we ended up eating was specially made for the table.
Yep.
It was pretty incredible. Comes out with I don't even know what kind of fish it was. A 30-inch fish body with just the head still attached.
Right. Yeah, but it's like a decoration. That was cool.
Pretty crazy. Just had a blast with him. I was trying to think of some of the things that even went on that night. I mean,
Well, we were out
Just-
with a coworker and her husband of my Uncle Paul's, and her husband Jim. Shout out Jim, big listener, Jim, huge podcast guy. Just kidding. He's 65, and he worked in the trades his whole life. He's going blind, and that guy he could drink with a Wisconsinite. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
well, he did that night. He took round for round with us, but I don't know why it happened, but he looked over at the table next to us as the place is kind of clearing out. You know, it's like 9, 10 at night. And it's just like a couple, maybe 30 years old or something. And
it's
they
probably
must
like their
have been-
anniversary dinner or something.
Yeah, something. And they were laughing at some of the things we said. And he looks over and he goes, "Hey, just remember, if you're at one of them strip clubs where you get to pick the song for the lap dance, Stairway to Heaven, buddy."
That's good
Like-
advice.
The
That's-
whole restaurant just starts bursting out laughing at this. And then,
Wise man.
when they're leaving, because, well, they left shortly after,
Yeah.
pretty red in the face, he yells out, "Alexa, play Stairway to Heaven."
Oh my god.
Just
Yeah, so that was
erupted.
awesome. And we went home and we probably partied till like 2, 3 in the morning.
Yeah, I mean, this is a 65-year-old guy sitting up drinking whiskey all night long. Just
Yep.
that guy could put it away,
I want to grow up to be like him.
right? He can't see, so you might fit in with him
That's
Hey,
true.
I can see. I
Well,
can see.
for
My
now.
dad can't. My grandpa can't. My uncle can't. And my second aunt figured out the fourth. You can't see either.
Trash man, how did you pose that? You're the only one in your family. What?
I am the only person in my family who can see out of both eyes, have all their teeth, and can hear out of both ears. Oh, and I'm the only one to ever graduate high school.
I need that on your gravestone, man. Or Twitter bio, whatever.
Whatever
Either
happens
or.
first.
All right, Dan. So we wake up Saturday morning, then keep going.
Yeah, we wake up, eat some grub. Paul fixed us. Hit the road about 11 o'clock. Probably still have 5-6 hours ahead of us on the road before the show. Start driving. Cincinnati is the weirdest town to ever drive into. You could be 5 miles away from Cincinnati, which I assume is a pretty big town. I don't know a lot about it, but you'd think you're in the middle of fucking nowhere pulling into this town. Rolling hills, trees everywhere, just really beautiful country, actually. Great place to look at. And then all of a sudden it hits you right in the face, like just a brick wall you run into, basically, of concrete. It's just, city comes out of nowhere, really sneaks up on you.
Cincinnati.
Right to the face. So we check into the hotel. Not a lot going on there. There's a busy
Handicap
place.
room, as usual.
Somehow me and Tanner always end up at the handicap room. I think it's so we can just roll into the shower if we need to at night.
Yep.
Well, you see-
they know we're coming.
What happens is they see Tanner and they think handicapped.
Every single time. I swear the last 3 times we stayed in a hotel room together, it's been handicapped. And we don't ask for it either. We just show up and that's the one they give us.
Yep.
I don't know if that's good or bad. I kind of like it, but that's just me. Long ways to walk to get into the room, though.
The TV was about a quarter mile away from the bed.
It's true. We
had
did.
to drag the dresser into the middle of the floor so we could just see it from our beds.
Oh, go on.
Go ahead, Dan.
I was just saying. So after that, we head over to the show. It was at Bogart's, really small venue. I actually thought it was gonna be pretty. I thought it was gonna be a lot bigger, I guess, than what it was.
Same.
We're up in the balcony seats, standing room only, which is fine. It was pretty last minute, but
The
managed to
Lincoln
find
seats.
the Lincoln seats. We did find a couple seats to sit in, so we didn't have to stand the whole time. Thank God.
We kind
get
of
it-
commandeered those seats. I was
Yeah.
pretty impressed with that.
I think they were trying to sell those seats, but we just kind of took them.
Yeah. Because fuck them. That's why.
Right. Get a couple 2-tree beers in us. Got the party started. The show was great. I mean, if you guys get the chance to see those guys go on tour, I absolutely recommend it. As you guys know, Pat's just electric up there. They bring out the rest of the crew. They bring out Pac-Man Jones for the show. That was awesome.
That place, I mean, it was like somebody just dropped $100 bills from the ceiling when Pac-Man walked on that
Yeah.
stage.
I didn't realize he was such a big deal in Cincinnati. Like,
He is
Me
like
neither.
the biggest deal in the world in Cincinnati.
yeah,
Honestly, like, it probably goes Ken Griffey Jr., Pac-Man Jones in Cincinnati because
It really
the
is.
fucking crowd
Yeah.
for like a good minute just would not stop cheering.
it was incredible. Very, very fun
Big
night.
pop. There were
Uh,
tons of Zito chants. Like,
Oh yeah, he was a second
Cincinnati-
star. Like
Yeah.
Pac-Man was number 1. Zito was probably the second most loved person in that in the theater.
They interrupted Pat's stand-up to do a Zito chant just because.
Yep.
Did he have a bunch of new material for stand up? Like, have you guys seen his old stuff?
Yeah,
Yeah, I
he
mean,
did.
he played
he did
some of
some-
the hits.
Variations of everything. Nothing was like exactly the same. So he did some variations, I would say.
He's such
I-
a good storyteller that
Yeah,
he can make. I mean, you could have heard the story 20 times and it'd still be funny.
He just articulates stuff in like such an interesting way.
yep.
It catches your ear and it makes you laugh just about any time you hear it.
With such
Right.
vivid imagery too.
He's really good with the thing that I noticed that I didn't notice just listening to him. His body language is so on point too. He's got everything just going right where he wants it, if that makes
Right.
sense.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
definitely a physical comedian on that stage for sure.
Just listening to his radio shows and stuff, I don't think you see that part of what actually makes it hilarious.
Yeah.
When he talks on his podcast and stuff about he's gonna kill a bottle of wine to do a stand-up set. Like that's kind of like his sand clock, the sand timer or whatever. That bottle
The
of wine
hourglass.
lasted like 5 minutes because he took one drink and then we started cheering and he just decided, okay, I'm gonna chug the whole bottle, and he chugged the whole fucking bottle of wine. And
Not a small
he
bottle
just-
either.
Like a
Then
2-liter
he's-
bottle or like a single liter?
I don't know what is a normal wine bottle.
Oh,
I don't
yeah,
drink
normal
wine.
wine bottle. This wasn't like a little pocket bottle, is what he's getting.
Yeah,
Wow.
And
Makes
then
sense.
it was like
They
pop
had
the
to-
cork and drink the wine.
they had
type
to
of
dim
bottle.
the lights because he was maybe gonna puke from that a couple times. And he bounces back. He does like a Michael Jackson leg kick and goes, "Whole bottle of wine meant for the whole show, straight to the face."
Oh,
And that's pretty much how the night started for us.
Yeah, great way to start the show.
I couldn't imagine chugging wine.
No,
Like,
that'd be terrible.
I
I've
drank
done it.
2 liters of wine over the weekend, and I was like, man, I couldn't drink this all the time, but it was just so damn tasty. But chugging it,
Yeah,
that would give me, I'd probably puke.
Wine and jazz festivals, man. They're so fun. And you get so wasted, man.
You a big jazz guy, Tyler?
Oh yeah, I'm a musician. Big jazz guy. Very
what do you play?
trumpet, trombone, baritone, drums, piano, keyboard, a bit of guitar.
It's a little bit of everything.
A little bit, yeah.
I was waiting for you to say the old saxophone.
No, wife does. She
Nice.
handles that department.
Nice, nice.
Apparently, you guys like blowing. Back to the Cincinnati show.
But also getting wasted, white girl wasted off of wine is best feeling.
It's definitely a different feeling.
Wanna
Like
be
you're
on the
getting
first
your
drink I send
nutrients
you over the
and
internet.
wasted. You're getting your nutrients and getting wasted.
Oh, God.
All right, Dan, the highlight of this story is probably going to be the after party for
Oh,
you and
yeah.
I. So, all right, the show wraps up. We go down. We say hi to the whole crew. We, taking pictures and selfies with everybody.
Slam a few beers with them.
Yeah, meet up with Duke. Shout out Duke. He's listening out in Indiana. He's a pretty cool guy. He does the Stone Cold Steve Austin. What? Pretty cool dude. And then Dan looks at me. I look at him. I say, "Hey, my backbone's shaking hands, my belly button. I'm starving." Dan agrees. Take it away then, buddy.
So we go over to this. I don't know. Is it a pizza place? I don't even know. It's some sort of bar that serves pizza. We got pizza. We got pizza fries. Just sort of pizza'd it up, I guess. And wouldn't you know it, we get in there. We start talking sports. Ask the waiter what his favorite team is. Do all this. We're in Cincinnati. Guess what team is all over this bar?
Steelers?
Stillers, yep.
I guess you know. The Steelers. Apparently, it's like the third biggest Steelers bar outside of Pittsburgh in the
There's
country.
There's
This was
3
a big,
Steelers bars
big deal.
in Cincy.
We were just blown away. Walked in, had no clue. He shows us. We just look around and there's like Steelers shit everywhere after he says that to us, but just didn't pay attention to it at the beginning. It's just like, how did we miss that this is a Steelers bar?
It was literally everywhere, but our beer goggles were on. And we weren't looking for Stillers.
I was not worried about it at the time. Anyway, we eat our food, head to the local pubs. I don't know, first or second bar we get to, there's 10, 12 other people who are at the show. Start talking to them.
Cuzzy.
And we meet this couple from, where are they from? Indiana? Illinois?
Indiana, I think.
Something like that.
Good
And
people.
just great people. Spent the rest of the night with them, actually. Guy and his wife, big Pat fans, came up. And sidebar, actually, in this bar, sitting on the top shelf, jar of moonshine.
Yeah.
My type of bar.
Now,
Right?
Wisconsin, I don't know that you can buy moonshine in a bar.
There was moonshine
I've-
and fucking like 8 bottles of Everclear.
Yep.
Just
I've had it.
top shelf.
My two favorite words.
I was just kind of blown away. Tanner looks at the bar, goes, "Is that actually Everclear?" She goes, "Well, yeah, nobody ever drinks it, but it is." And Tanner
You
looks at me,
Yeah.
and I look away because I just know what's going to happen if I look back at him. I look away and just, nope, out of that situation.
We could have easily substituted the Tito's and the vodka Red Bulls for Everclear. Easily. Could have done it.
That wasn't a mission I was willing to take on at that night.
So
Thank
this
God.
is what happens if you drink Everclear all night. You end up in your underwear in a pile of hay about 40 miles away from where you started drinking.
Now, I don't know if there are any rivers around Cincinnati. I'm not a big geography guy, but I think I would have ended up in a river
Yeah.
at some point. I mean, I just wasn't willing to risk it.
I think you just crave water at that point.
Yeah, where has the water? River.
True.
It's only logical
that.
that-
Can confirm rivers have water.
Would have went for the easiest water source.
Maybe had an alleged event in the water source, but
Maybe.
Yeah, might have
Yeah.
had fun. Who knows?
We made friends with that couple, and then we made friends with that bartender too right away.
Oh,
I
yeah.
looked at her, and my move when I go to a bar, especially a bar I haven't been to, I order a couple 2-tree drinks, usually vodka Red Bulls, ask for Tito's, ask for Red Bull, ask for a glass, ask for ice, mix them together. That's what I want. And then when I'm done ordering, I always say, "And do you want anything?" to the bartender. And like 99% of the time, the bartender goes, no, I can't drink or whatever. If you're in a small town, they'll have a shot with a beer.
yeah.
And she's like, "Fuck yeah. Nobody's asked me that in so long." And she just starts setting up shots. She didn't give a fuck.
Yep.
She just starts setting them up. And I was like, this chick. I like this. She knows what
This
she's doing.
fucking chick right here.
It was great.
Yeah, pretty much. I'm a big fan.
That sounds
I
like
don't remember the name of the bar, but shout out that bar.
Yeah, I don't remember it either. It was like
that
the
literally sounded exactly like my local bar. Like Liz, the bartender, like we're on a first name basis, and she will take a shot with you, and so will Amanda at the only other bar in town.
yeah. It's just kind of cool. She probably gave out 12 shots at that one time. Just here, everybody have a shot.
That's true.
Just for asking her. I mean,
Yeah.
That's badass.
it's pretty awesome. She'll probably get fired or something now that we say this, but
Well,
We ain't that big.
Yeah, anyway.
I forgot where we're at in the story.
Well, we were about ready to meet all those other people from Illinois or Indiana or whatever. That thought it was
Oh,
Canadian.
yeah. So Tanner, he's got a pretty good Canadian voice when he wants to. Convinces, I don't know, 8, 9, 10 people. He's legit Canadian. Like, this is just how he speaks.
Hold on,
And,
hold on. So Tanner, who says a boot, can convince
Ta-
people he's Canadian.
Tanner, turn it on.
Oh yeah, hey, we're gonna go take the boat out on the lake, go catch a couple 2-tree Molsons at the bar. And we're gonna go up to the smelt fry later on at the VFW.
Doesn't
Yeah.
sound any different.
Yeah, I can't tell. Not at all.
And I can also kind of do that Gumpy voice, like, "Come on, pal, what are we talking
Gazi.
about?" So I
So
was kind
faded
of blending
Canadian.
like that northern Minnesotan Yooper accent with like northern Seattle, Canada, whatever that city's called, the left coast, whatever it is.
Canada.
That's what I called it out there, and now I'm not even being funny. I can't remember what's
Is it
it
like
called.
Vancouver?
Yeah, where the Grizzlies used to
Yeah,
play.
Vancouver.
Yeah, and I can
Seattle.
kind of do that long drawn out, like, "What are you talking about, pal? We're just trying to have a good time and drink some beers." So I can kind of blend those two together. But what the problem is when I'm drinking,
He forgets how to turn it
the
off.
character, and I can't turn it off. So like, I'd be talking to Dan, and he'd look at me he's like, "Dude, what are you doing?" I'm like, I can't turn it off, dude. What are you talking about? And
Yeah.
like, all right, we're rolling with it.
He
But
had the
I-
You
bar
had-
convinced.
I did have this entire group, and they were all there for Pat's show. They were so loyal that they not everybody got a ticket, but everybody came to Cincinnati, and it was like a 3 or 4 hour drive for them.
Yep.
and they just wanted to party with Pat McAfee and the crew, so they just stayed at the bar while a couple of them went to the show.
God,
Yeah, they not big drinkers though, or at least not good drinkers, because Dan and I lapped them by like 8.
Yeah, they can't really keep up. I think we determined that it's true Wisconsin drinks more than other states. We had pretty much the entire Midwest represented that night, and
Yeah.
there are outliers in states.
we were doing damage.
Well, of course, there's always exceptions to the rules, and they seem to be attracted to hanging out with us or doing podcasts with us. But but honestly, like, we sat next to a couple. I'm talking country bumpkins from Southern Indiana, and like the kid had one beer and he was fucking spilling all over himself, like drunk as fuck. Dan
Yep.
and I were housing Natty Lights and Coors Lights or whatever, and we haven't even eaten it since like noon.
Yep.
So I'm convinced, yeah, we got that on him.
And I don't even think we're an outlier for Wisconsin. Like, there are people in Wisconsin who would put us to shame. But
But yeah, it's very true. So
I have
after we go ahead, Ronnie.
Oh, I have a buddy who'd probably outdrink just about anybody. He is a legitimate alcoholic. He drinks every day. Like, he drank a fifth of Pendleton a day for like a good month.
Hi, Hooker.
Oh, it's not Hooker. It's
I
my
know.
buddy T Nix. He passes out naked.
What's his name?
Travis, but I call him T Nix. He ends up
Okay,
naked in
that's-
places.
That's
Huh?
way better than
I've done that.
Oh, and he pees in his cowboy boots all the time.
Haven't done that.
Good conditioner for them, actually.
According to my
So
wife, he's anywhere.
A little acidic.
After we, do a little fake Canadian deal, we were on a mission to find karaoke.
Guess how many
Dan and
karaoke
I-
bars there are in Cincinnati?
None?
Not a goddamn
Not a single
one.
karaoke bar.
We chased karaoke up and down the streets of Cincinnati for like 4 hours.
We got like 3
Good.
Ubers trying to chase where people told us to go for karaoke. None of
And
them had
that
karaoke.
did lead us to probably the strangest part of the night.
There
So,
was.
We were down there for Pat's show. Coincidentally, the LA Galaxy soccer team was in there playing FC Cincinnati or whatever, which is a big draw. Cincinnati, big soccer town. That's what everyone thinks of. But
LA
it was
traveled
also-
well.
It was also Pride Month or Pride Week, Pride Weekend, whatever. And let me tell you, Cincinnati, proud city. Very proud city.
Yep.
And there was rainbows. I mean, they were coming out of the fire hydrants. And that's cool. Like, we're whatever. We were down with that. But I tell you what.
Looking back at this, Tanner, we should have known something was up. This guy who worked at one of the bars we tried to go to karaoke says, go to this bar. It's called Tokyo Kitty. And just hearing that name, we should have known. Nope, we do not belong in a place called Tokyo Kitty. We are 2 bumpkins 1,000 miles away from Wisconsin looking for karaoke, and he sends us to Tokyo Kitty.
Was it
Yeah,
Who
just
looks
a bunch
like
of
rich
Asians?
guys?
We looked
Instead
at that
of
guy.
Tokyo.
We looked at that guy and we just said, all right, we're doing it. Put in Uber. This poor couple that was with us jumped in the Uber with us. We went to Tokyo Kitty up towards the campus. It looks like this kind of upper class, kind of executive looking nightclub.
So before we
know.
get there, the Uber driver drops us off, I don't know, 2-3 blocks away for some reason.
Yeah, 2
I don't
blocks.
remember. We had to walk it, and not really sure where we're going. And when I'm drunk, I say some stupid shit. Been known to do that a time or two. We're on
As
one
we
side
all
of the
do.
street, walking, just walking down the sidewalk. I look across the street, and there's a group of 6-7 ladies walking with their flags all, pride, and
They were there to celebrate.
they were proud. And I just yell as loud as I can, have you guys ever heard of Tokyo Pussy? And they looked at me like, are you fucking retarded? Can I say that on this?
Yeah.
All right.
That is what their look was truly thinking.
And I thought I was going to get like pride flagged to death.
the poor couple that was with us was like hiding their faces. Car alarms were going off.
It was bad. Not a good showing by me. But we
just
did make
drove
it there.
on. Yeah, we made it to Tokyo Kitty, or Tokyo Pussy, as some call it.
I think it's a better name. I don't know. I'll leave it up to the fans to decide.
All right, so we get in there and we ask the bouncer, like, "Yo, is this the karaoke bar?" And he's like, "Ah, shoot, man, that shuts down at like 11 or something like that, or 10."
It was 11, and we got there at like 11:04. We
Yeah.
just missed it.
And he said, like, it gets kind of crazy at 11. We're like, oh, okay, we're into kind of crazy. We walked in there, and it was assholes to elbows, full on Rainbow Pride nightclub. All right. And I'm talking like Madonna was blaring through the speakers. Some of the craziest dancing I've ever seen in my life. And that was cool. Like, I did a little dancing. We all had to pee, run back, hit the can.
We did enough
Pee.
dancing to get to the back of the bar and then back out.
Right. And like I was walking past and bartenders were looking at me like, I don't think you're supposed to be here.
You don't look
And-
like the Pride Bar type.
We did
And
not.
I'm wearing my the pub shirt with my freaking khaki shorts and yeah. I wasn't dressed to go to a Pride nightclub.
Cargo shorts
They're-
that covered our knees. I mean,
Very
we had
true.
about 8-inch too long of shorts to be in that bar.
I'm not saying I wouldn't have had a good time staying because I love fucking just random dancing and being dumb. But we were on a mission for karaoke. A mission from God to find karaoke.
I believe you texted me that night, and you're like, "I am finding a karaoke bar."
I think I had Tyler like queued up to record it. I was gonna jump on and record it.
Yeah, I was on standby the whole night. No show.
Not a
But,
single karaoke bar in Cincinnati.
And
Cincinnati,
after
work
that-
on
After that, we just kind of gave up on the karaoke. We hit up our last pub. Nice place. We saw this dude who, by appearance, we assumed was there celebrating Pride. Like, whatever. Good looking dude, like fit, tall, whatever. He had like a rainbow fanny pack and all that. And he was there with another guy. And then next to him was two gals. And all of a sudden, we see this gal kind of rubbing up on him. I'm like, all right, good for him, whatever. And she just turns around and pulls her bra right out of her shirt and throws it at her other friend. I'm like,
Yep.
hey, look at him. Look at us. Look at him. And well, then that happened. And then her friend kind of turned around and she said something like, look over there, and tried to distract us, but we didn't get distracted, and she did the same maneuver. And then all of a sudden, everyone's dancing and stuff as we're just housing beers and whatever. And then by the end of the night, this guy we were with from the couple, he can't puke.
Yeah, he
What
got
did
some
he say?
medical condition. He had,
He had his
Some sort of
gallbladder
surgery.
stapled or something.
yeah, he physically cannot puke. Weirdest thing ever when you're drinking to not be able to puke.
Then it must
So he
be
just had-
violent out the other end.
Well, he just had pure liquid, like
Yeah,
it
he was
got
just like
full.
spitting.
It was just like overflowing out of his yap. So
Huh?
we got him out of the bar. Yeah, I don't know. It's like
He basically got
nothing we've
asked
seen
to
before.
leave the bar
Yeah.
without being asked.
So we get in that Uber. We get back home. I get that guy to bed because we were conveniently in the same hotel. And I followed him to his room because his wife went to get coffee or something. And I see the door closing as I round the corner. I grab the door. I look in there. He's falling on the bed. I'm like, all right, he's good. And that was pretty much the end of the night. The only other thing I got to talk about in Cincinnati is Skyline Chili.
Ooh,
Okay, like we told ourselves we're going to fucking Cincinnati. We're getting
gotta
Skyline
try the
Chili.
Skyline chili.
Tyler Trashman, have you guys ever had it?
What's
Yeah.
Skyline Chili?
So it's chili on top
Cincinnati's
of
famous for it.
spaghetti noodles, basically.
Oh yeah.
And then they put cheese and onions, beans, whatever you want on it.
You can get a 3-way, a 4-way, or a 5-way. Not provocative, just chili. But yeah, so we hit that on the way back. We're like, all right, we got to do this. We walk in, a little headache, little hangover, and tell you what, the nicest people work at Skyline Chili. It felt like it was a Waffle House, but in Cincinnati, honestly.
That's cool.
And
Yeah, it was
we
great.
sit down, get a couple sodas, and she's like, "Y'all never been here before?" Nope. Oh shoot! And they give us the whole spiel, and like people from other tables were recommending what we should get. Like,
Yep.
very friendly, which is what Dan and I like. We talk to anybody when we're together. That's how it should. So we do a 4-way, 5-way, 3-way.
Everything but onion I got. So
4-way.
I think it was a
yeah.
3.
But
That's a good play.
Plus a
Yeah,
Coney
I don't
dog.
fuck
They
with them
do-
onions.
Same. They do chili dogs there, but they're like
Yep.
4 inches long. They're pequeño dogs. They're
Yeah,
small little bastards.
4-inch dog and a 6-inch bun.
But the consensus, like if I was doing a Portnoy pizza review, 5 out of 10.
Yeah, about average.
Average chili.
You wouldn't want to eat the chili by itself, but
No.
covered in cheese and with noodles are not bad.
And they're Wisconsin friendly. They put like a pound of
Oh
cheddar
yeah,
cheese
they must have
on.
known where we were from because
I mean, it was a solid 1.5 inch thick layer.
it's probably
of
half
shredded cheese.
half pound of cheese.
Damn.
Skyline
Yeah.
Chili in Cincinnati, they are like so proud of it. And,
Oh yeah, they have billboards. Like as soon as you get into the state, it's like
Oh yeah.
And they're everywhere.
It's like
You-
wall
you,
drug.
you can't miss them.
No.
Ronnie, have you
No.
been to Cincinnati doing kung fu
Yeah.
or anything?
No, not for that.
No.
wait, you do kung fu?
Yeah, I did karate basically my whole childhood.
Like competitively?
He was
That's
like
awesome.
a world champion.
2-time.
Two-time
Two-time.
world champion.
Two-time.
2-time. 2-time, 5-time state. Yeah.
That's 10 times.
5 times in state.
2-time world.
That would be 7 championships in total.
Yeah, 7 in 8 years, 9 years.
What discipline was it?
Just basically just sparring, full contact sparring.
Full contact sparring.
No headgear. Have
All right.
gloves. You have pads on your shins. It was a lot of fun until I got an article written about me about knocking a kid out in Sacramento.
That wasn't fun. That sounds like that'd be the best part.
Yeah, that'd be the best part.
I got
Knock-
turned down. I got turned down out of 4 or 5 tournaments after that.
Are you not supposed to knock him out?
No, you're not supposed to hit him in the temple.
Oh,
I
What-
did a
what's the
roundhouse
fucking
kick to the
point?
temple. You're supposed to kick him like in the just behind the temple or in like the face. But I don't have good control of my legs, so
so have you
They
tried?
seem-
Have you tried that bottle cap challenge?
no, I've put on about 80 pounds since I fought.
Well,
I
the,
can't.
the cap's not moving. I mean,
I thought about kicking a garbage can lid open and throwing it on the internet.
What about the other
Ronnie.
idea of like
Ronnie,
kicking
you
it
have
into
to
a
do it.
trash can?
Yeah, the spinning metal trash can kick.
Right.
You have to. You have to, Ronnie. I expect to see that tomorrow.
Big cat style.
Maybe
was
I'll,
it in
what?
was it in the group chat where I don't remember who showed it, but it was like the superhuman is the Twitter guy where he does like his stuntman things. Have you guys seen those at all? The
I don't
stuntman
think
videos.
so.
His name is Superhuman. Basically, he just like jumps into wooden chairs and wooden tables and stuff.
like barbed wire tables?
Yeah, that's what it
That
reminds
guy
me of. Like
is
you kicking
awesome.
that garbage can would just remind me of Superhuman doing his little spiel.
I like that guy.
He's
He just takes his
hilarious.
shirt off. He's like, "Here we fucking go," and he front flips into barbed wire tables.
This is for the gigolos and gigolettes.
Did you guys ever get into Jackass growing up? Like, did you
Oh,
ever
yeah.
like do anything
Oh,
stupid?
Did we ever get into it? It was like our
No,
church.
Like, did
Never
you
got
guys
out
like
of it.
do any of the stuff?
I kind of got
Yeah.
a story. He doesn't work for us anymore, but I used to work with a guy who legitimately took a week out of his, like, took a week vacation, went out to Pennsylvania to try to find Bam Margera's house. He found Bam Margera's house, right? It's a big castle, probably not hard to find. He knocked on the door and asked Bam, "How do I get to do what you guys do?" And Bam just looks at him and goes, "First of all, you don't want to do what we do. Second of all, get the fuck off my property." And just slams the door on him.
This is
I
a
have
true
a-
story.
True story. I used to work with the guy.
What the fuck?
That's
That's wild.
Okay.
How do you? I can't believe that you can just walk up to his house like that. Like, I don't know. I just assumed that somebody like
Man
that would
doesn't
have.
seem like a big security system guy.
right.
But I mean, if you have a house like that, like you got to have tourists and stuff all the time. I would think, especially when they were busy, right? Or when
Like
they were
Steve-
popular.
Steven
think.
Seagal's ranch has like 9 gates to get
Yeah.
back to.
A gated community or something. I would have thought, but apparently he just walked up to the house like no big deal. Just knocks on the door.
That's wild.
He told me that story because he did it before I actually worked there. He did it like right after high school, I think, or something like that. And I was just like, "You're clinically insane."
Yeah.
My buddy tried to send a video to, I forget what one of the guys that was in Jackass, of us tasing ourselves when we were like 15 years old. Like we used like cattle prods.
Oh, dude, what the fuck?
One of my buddies held a taser to his tongue for like 15 seconds. That
You
was
see,
wild.
you used to hear all the time about people killing themselves with tasers, and then there was the Ronnie videos.
Oh,
Straight to
yeah.
the tongue.
Yeah, we branding, tasers, jumping off our roof. Just anything you could think of, we did it because trying to land on a bike without your hands on the handlebars off a jump.
Sounds like a set of bruised plums, brother.
Yeah.
No, that's how you break your jaw.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Yeah. That's how I broke my jaw the first time.
I believe it. The first time, multiple breaks, I assume.
I got hit in the face with a baseball when I was 15 years old, and it broke my jaw. It was literally a year after I broke my jaw before. So 2 broken jaws in 2 years.
No wonder you talk so fucking much. You spent like a year of your life not talking.
Basically, yeah.
Tyler.
We did a Viva La Bam type scavenger hunt. And basically, we mutilated a bunch of ourselves because there was a lot of kicks to the head, kicks to the crotch, chug this, and then kick in the stomach and get stunned like Stone Cold, stupid shit like that. Like one of them was chug a Jones, like your Jones Soda around the holidays time makes like a whole turkey dinner. and
What
like a
is
ham
Jones
dinner.
Soda?
You never had Jones Soda?
No,
Wow.
I never even heard of it.
It's,
What the hell is a Jones?
Is that a local thing?
No, it's
You
like
Jonesing out, man?
it's a good soda, dude. It's like random ass flavors, and like they produce them for limited times. But in the holiday time, you can literally get a set of 5 sodas that taste exactly like a turkey dinner. And we did it around Christmas time, and one of them was to chug, like because we were in a team of 5, and you had to chug one component of the soda, and the worst component was cauliflower mashed potatoes was the soda.
Oh, what the
And
fuck?
I just upchucked. It was that bad, man.
Oh, I
They
have
don't.
shit before.
They don't sound good.
Like they make some off the wall stuff sometimes, but like they have a
Yeah, it
solid
sounds
core
like
of
it.
flavors.
Bubblegum soda? That sounds terrible.
Strawberry
Jones
lime.
Soda.
Yeah, I saw it at the old Wally World a while back, and I was
Huh.
confused at what it was.
It's I mean it's hit or miss in terms of like if you'll like it or not, but I mean they have some interesting flavors, that's for sure.
You know, since we're talking about soda, and I need a good segue. That's what a host does. We got to get into some local shit shows. We're not going to do football talk since Marco's down in the Ozarks laundering money or, I don't know, something. He brought his whole family, so it's a little scary. Anyways, we're not going to do football talk since he's not there, and the highlight of football talk is him not knowing football. But we'll get into local shit shows, and I have one. It's not that recent, and it didn't make news, but I have a friend who works for Coca-Cola, just one of the distribution up here, northern Wisconsin, and he, you know, occasionally, Dan, I think you used to be a merchandiser for Coke, didn't you?
Works for Pepsi.
Pepsi, okay, sorry, no
fuck,
offense.
fuck them Coke guys.
Oh,
Sworn
okay,
enemy.
sorry. Anyways, this dude, he always brings us 12 packs of soda to the farm, you know, like, I don't know, 2-3 times a summer, and he can get like 1 a week or 2 a week, you know, perks of the job, whatever. You get free type 2 diabetes.
They can't get
And,
rid of the stuff, so they make him take it home.
Pretty much. So he kind of keeps the refrigerator at the farm stocked. Well, at the end of last summer, right as we're getting into harvest, you know, as we're approaching fall, busy season, so lots of caffeine's getting consumed. Homeboy texts me, "Hey, dude, can't bring you soda for a while. Some guy got caught taking too much. So what I assumed was like he was taking 3 12-packs instead of 2, or maybe he was taking like bottles instead of cans or something like that. Didn't hear from this friend, and this isn't a friend I talk to like every day, but every once in a while. He calls me around Christmas time, and he's like, "Hey, we just got our privileges back." I'm like, "Oh yeah, I kind of forgot about that. What was the story, anyways?" He's like, "I shit you not, some motherfucker knew he was gonna be quitting, so he backed up his truck and he unloaded half of a semi-load into his garage."
That's
Wow.
awesome.
Well, yeah, but
That's
like,
impressive.
very obviously gonna get caught. So
Yeah.
apparently he just went about his 2 weeks like no big deal, and stores were obviously complaining, and I don't know, inventory was way off because half a semi load.
Can we talk about the logistics on that? Could you imagine unloading that? I couldn't.
He's got to have spent quite a bit of time just unloading it.
Yeah.
I mean, that dude must work a dolly like Speedy Gonzalez.
I mean, you're talking 13 pallets probably
Yeah, perhaps.
if it's a full semi.
Yeah, I mean, I'd imagine.
Well, if
And
you had a
he,
pallet jack, it'd be quick.
Yeah, I don't know.
But
We never had them
still
on the
gotta
trucks,
use the
but
keg
still,
lift and
yeah.
stuff. So, anyways, what happened? He said, my friend told me, like, yeah, the managers figured out obviously what route it was and what truck and who the driver was, and they just followed him home one day, and they saw him open up his garage, and they described it as literally soda wall to wall,
Oh yeah.
like all the way to the ceiling. And they just walked up there like, dude, what the fuck? And he didn't even run. He didn't do anything. He just like, well, I guess I'm fired, huh? And they're like, oh, fired? Yeah, you're fucking fired. You're also, you're not keeping all this. He's like, what? You can't take it back. It's already in my garage. And like, well, we're going to call the cops unless you give us all the product back. And apparently, once the product goes out somewhere, they can't actually sell it.
Oh yeah.
So
Not
the
a
stuff
chance.
that my friend has been bringing me has been this stolen stuff from the dude's garage that has since been brought back to the plant. So yeah, that's my local shit show. It was, I mean, it's a little old, but that was one of the funniest stories I've heard in a long time. Anything crazy going on in your guys' neighborhoods?
Do you have one, Ty?
The Turkey Creek levee that broke and set half of my hometown on underwater that we're drying out of. We've
That is a
experienced
shit show.
we've experienced flooding the last couple of days.
Congrats on not drowning.
Right, 9 inches worth, and and then a levee just broke, just west of here, and it just, like I said, sent half the town underwater. And like they had there's like a hotel district right as you exit the interstate onto our city, like that was all underwater, and they say like 550 hotel rooms are like not going to be available for a while.
Wow.
Yeah. Like there's still people at the college chilling, just waiting for their shit to get dried out right now. Yeah.
Mine's not that shitty.
That blows. That's ours.
My shit show of the week is we got a call actually this morning from our local Walmart saying that a homeless man decided he wanted to jump into the compactor at Walmart to find shit to use in his homeless camp. And they caught it right before the compactor was going to crush him, but they don't know how to retract the compactor. So
Of course.
my uncle had to go over there and retract the compactor, and our police department was there to arrest the man. And as soon as he got arrested, our jail is full, so he basically got let right back out. And then he got hit by a car on his way back to his homeless camp. It was the wildest thing. I literally just got a text message about it saying that he got hit by a car.
I'm impressed.
That's funny.
That is wild.
Yeah.
Dan, you got any local shit shows down there in the capital?
Nothing I can really think of. I mean, I'm sure there's idiots doing something, but don't have anything at the moment.
I'm a little disappointed, but I feel like I would have known any of them just by talking to you, and I can't think of anything in your area either.
Yeah, I mean, maybe the idiots are taking the summer off. Who knows?
That could be.
Well, ain't you fortunate, Fox?
I don't know. Tweakers in the summer is a big thing. I don't know
Yeah.
if y'all have tweakers there, but
Oh yeah. They kind of stick to their own though.
That's
ours
true.
walk through town.
There's certain areas of town where the tweakers just kind of took over. We just let them have it. Not really
Well-
worth fighting them for it.
So they live in the trailer parks north of our town, south of our town, and the middle of our town.
Yeah.
So they like walk to each other's trailers, and they have to walk down to do so. So we get them everywhere, and it fucking sucks because tweakers and garbage do not mix. I mean, I wouldn't say they belong in the garbage, but they get in the garbage a lot. You'd be amazed how many people you open up a garbage can and you look down and there's a sleeping bag and you have to move the sleeping bag to make sure it's not a human in there. It's happened multiple times.
Oh man, that's just Raccoon Boy.
It's a good old trash panda just chilling in the goddamn dumpster. But yeah, no. God, tweakers. Fuck. So
You
speaking of
serious problem with
tweakers,
tweakers.
let's talk about that little short dude who, at the bagel shop tweaking out, yelling at a dude a foot taller than him.
Yeah,
Oh, Napoleon
Right.
2.0.
that's a great way to describe that, dude. For
I
every,
mean-
for all the listeners who know what we're talking about or who don't, there's a viral video, a couple videos now going around Twitter, the internet, whatever. Little dude, I'm gonna say 5 foot's kind of generous with a wicked accent. Is it New York?
I'm thinking New York. It's called like
Long
Bagel
Island.
Boss or something like that is what they're calling the
It
video.
was-
He's there. The video just starts out with him yelling, just mad in general, which is a little person thing. And so like, if he was
He's having a day.
dwarf, he would be grumpy or angry, whatever they called him. He's not happy. And he just starts yelling about girls on dating apps telling him to go kill himself because he's only 5 feet tall. That's sad, I guess, but also no one else's business. And then a gal in the video just says, well, there's literally no one in this building saying that. He goes, yeah, well, girls in general are telling me that. Why would I make that up? And then people tell him to shut up, which they probably should have, and I probably would have done the same. And they just get into a scuffle, and then all of a sudden, Shaquille O'Neal's white brother, 6'10" monster, just mauls this guy to the fucking ground. I was laughing hysterically. And they
The
made a
question-
follow-up video, didn't they?
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's a second video. He just keeps going after he gets back up.
He throws the bagel down on the ground because the lady behind the counter gave it to him. And then at the end, he comes in and picks it up and says, I will take my breakfast. Thank you very much. And walks out.
I think the best part of that video is as he's getting tackled to the ground and they're kind of rolling around on the ground. I don't know if it's the lady filming the video or somebody behind her just goes, I just wanted a bagel. It was just like defeat. Like, I just came in here to get a bagel. And just the tone she has just sold it. I mean, you can just hear her dying a little bit inside.
I just wanted a bagel.
Just one bag.
God. The question is, out of like our little group of people on the internet, who is the angry short person? Like, who's the shortest out of all of us? We've never met each other other than you and Dan.
I might be the shortest. I'm like a good, 6'1".
All right.
How tall are you, Tanner?
No, I'm like a good 5'10", probably 5'11" on a good day.
You're taller than me.
Dan and I are about the same height. I'm always going to be known as being taller than him because
I was like
growing
5
up,
foot
I always
four
was.
until like junior year of college, and then I just
Yep.
grew like 4 or 5 inches. I swear in a year, but it was like
God,
too
yeah.
late to actually matter. So everybody
Really?
just thinks I'm 5
Little
foot
Dan
still.
will be little Dan forever, but he's actually pretty normal height.
I've been the same height since 5th grade. So,
How tall are you?
Oh, middle school basketball star.
yep, 5'9" in 5th grade.
No
Damn.
Still
shit.
5'9". Yeah, still
Tyler, what are
5'9".
you, Cuzzy? Like 6'7"?
No, I'm 6'5", almost 6'6".
I knew you were tall.
Are you actually?
Yeah,
I only see like your shoulders and up. So.
right.
He's
I'll-
like 7 loaves of Jimmy John's bread tall.
just about. Yeah.
I think Marco's got to be the short, angry fucker of the group. And I'm not being racist here, but he doesn't appear to be tall.
I think he's taller than me, but he
Really?
is angry. Yeah, he is angry, man.
I was gonna say, who's the guy who always comes in calling everyone cunts?
British
British
Will?
Will.
I
He
know
is
that it's
not
not
short.
actually angry,
No.
but
He is not.
it just
short.
comes off
Neither-
as he could be angry.
Mike the Exterminator's a tall, skinny dude.
That is true.
Brian in Champagne, I think he's a big, tall
He's a
UPS
giant.
driver.
Isn't he 6'9" or something? He's up
Brian?
there.
I think he's like 6 something. I know he's high
Wow.
6,
Damn.
like mid to high,
Jesus.
from what I remember.
I don't know if we really have a short guy. If we're talking angry, it's got to be Marco, though. If this was like high school yearbook awards, you know, and I had to nominate one person in this group to be most likely to get into an unwarranted fight at Bagel Boss, it'd probably be Marco.
That'd be a good segment. Like, who
You
out
can
of our
all
group?
agree, you cowards. Just
Oh,
'cause
I
it's not
agree.
here.
No, I definitely agree. Marco's angry all the time. Literally all the time. He
I think
Oh,
yells more while he's texting than anyone I know.
it's true.
All right.
Big all caps texter. I think that should be a segment when he gets back, and maybe we can have like the entire group on once we do intros and kind of have a featured interview or a featured episode with everybody as we do kind of the high school yearbook awards of who would be most likely to do what.
Least likely to succeed. Stuff like that.
We all know you'd get an unanimous vote on that one.
Mm-hmm.
Most likely to start a fight and then have somebody else fight it.
Ooh,
I don't know.
I could see that being Tyler.
I could totally do it like the end of season 8 in Entourage when he
Oh my god.
he gets coked out at Eminem's party.
Oh,
I'll totally be that Johnny Drama that just throws that second punch.
that's funny. All right. Well, I think we're gonna wrap up here. We had a good hour, a little plus that. Let's plug some socials. Dan, you are probably the hardest person to find on Twitter. We've been calling you Dan all episode, but what is your Twitter and what is your name on Twitter?
Yeah, so it's at Ron Jeremy's stepson. Jeremy spelled a little weird, so you'll probably never find me, but Jermy, drop out a couple E's.
We'll plug it.
At Ron Jeremy's stepson. And then the name on my account, which I don't remember how I got this name or where it actually came from anymore, but is Old Dog Tompkins. So
And honestly, if to be fair, you do look like an old dog Tompkins once you get.
I think I can sell it.
I believe your picture is a picture of Coco Beware, WWE Hall of Famer.
Believe you put that picture together, so
No.
Noted not Caucasian man.
with my head on it though. So
Yes, your head is on Coco Beware's picture. So yeah,
at
course,
Ron
we have
Jeremy's
at-
stepson.
we have at Trashman Ronnie. He's not worth following, but you know he probably should. At Tyler Allen, you're active on Twitter, but you would just have the most random shit on there, man. And I do enjoy it.
Yeah,
And
I
of
come
course-
from left field a lot sometimes.
very true. At Marco in Iowa, he's down in Missouri. I'm still convinced he's in trouble or something. We'll figure out later. And I'm at Vanilla
If he shows
Gorilla.
back up, you know.
If Marco shows back up, if he doesn't, we're a 3-man podcast then.
I told Marco, don't call me if he needs bail. I do not have the money.
I don't know if I said this at the beginning of the podcast. Maybe I did, or maybe I didn't. But this is the Anomalies podcast. We are the Anomalies. Whatever. When I say it like that, it makes it sound like we're a weird ska band, probably from like southern Arkansas,
Or a cult.
or
a cult.
a
like
cult.
cult.
We might be a cult.
Could be a cult.
Can cults be cults if we've never met each other? We're an
I mean,
online cult.
It's got to
We are
start
the-
somewhere.
We are the first official online cult.
And we don't share a similar thought across any of us.
No.
Like the only thing we have in
that's
common is we
beautiful.
like to laugh.
It's beautiful though.
What is it? Very
internet.
not culty. Man, we even fucked up being a cult.
Yeah.
I mean,
All right.
I'm-
Before we go, Ronnie, why can't you trust a garbage man who loves his job?
I don't.
Because all he does is talk trash. Goodbye, motherfuckers.
I love my job. Oh, that was pretty good. Tanner, you actually do get me every time because I actually have to think whenever you say anything like that.
There's another stupid garbage man one I read. I'm literally on garbagemanjokes.com. It says, why
a
was the
website?
garbage man? Yeah. Why was the garbage man afraid of the staff at the sex change clinic? And it says they gave him the willies.
Oh my god!
But what does that have to do with the garbage man?
I don't know, but that's awesome.
Yep.
I
I
watched.
have one more garbage can specific joke, but garbage man, not garbage can. I'll save that for the next one.
I don't know. You've got me a few good times. That first one, I believe you asked me what's the capital of some city?
What?
It's capital.
No. I told you to grab your tongue
Young.
and say
No.
I was born on a pirate ship.
No, this is before we started recording.
Today?
No, like before we even actually had a name.
I don't remember what it was.
What's the capital of Thailand?
No, you. Oh, what's the capital of Detroit? Is what you told me.
That's right.
I really had to dig deep in my brain for that.
And didn't you rattle off something stupid like
No, I
Detroit's a
was.
state or something like that?
I said Detroit isn't a state, and then I
Yeah.
started like really thinking about it. I'm like, is Detroit a big enough town to where like they have a capital of the city? Like,
How many cities do you know that have their own capital?
So was there a punchline to this joke, or was this
I
just?
don't know. No, this is just
No,
how
no,
my
no.
brain works.
I don't think I even asked him that to be a joke. I just I asked him that because I knew he would fuck up, and he
Yeah.
just went with it. Perfectly.
Dan, my brain works in a weird way.
I kind of got that.
Yeah.
Work.
You don't hide it very well.
No. Yeah. My coworkers, they're all probably about 20 to 30 years older than me, and they don't understand me at all. Like anytime.
Probably
It's
wonder why
quite
you don't wear fucking sleeves.
None of us do. That's weird. Like
No.
we all cut the sleeves off all our t-shirts.
Sun's out, guns out.
You don't
Well, even in
wear
winter.
those button-up mechanic shirts or whatever? I figured all trash men did that.
No, we had some, and then you see what happened was we all cut the sleeves off them, and my grandma got mad.
Oh yeah, I would too. They're expensive.
Yeah.
They were Dickies too.
That's
Those
we
are the
felt-
best.
We
That's
felt
what I
off.
wear at work usually.
Yeah, I got mine like hemmed up and everything to like match my tank top. That way I could keep this wicked tank top tan I get in the summer.
Wouldn't want to
But
mess that up.
No. Well, I had a farmer's tan all throughout high school because I used to wear short sleeve shirts, and then it looked really ratty when I went to college, and then I just decided sleeves are not for me. I just don't wear them. Why? Like sleeveless hoodies, that's my thing, even in the winter.
There you go.
All right, this was fun. Thanks for coming on, Dan.
Yeah. Peace
Yeah.
out, homies.
Thanks,
All
man.
right, you guys have a good night.
I hope you don't.
that was good.
I really hope he got that.
Oh, I didn't end the broadcast yet, so that's in there, man. Hey,
What?
good blog the other day.
Which one? The Chapman one or the Raiders one?
I have not read the Chapman one. I have read the Raiders one. And I thought it was very.
Read the
excellent.
Chapman one. The Chapman one I think was better. I spent more time on the Chapman blog than I did on the Raiders blog.
It gives me at least a good decent blueprint for when I start doing it.
Well, my writing style compared to everyone else's is weird.
Yeah.
Like Trevor told me, he's like, you write like your brain works. He's like, it's confusing.
Half-witted and
Well, because
Go
if you noticed in the Raiders blog, I put like fuck insert team name here because I couldn't think of a team. So I was just like, you just insert your own team. And that's
Right.
how I put it. So I was like, oh, that works. And then when I read it, I'm like, oh, that actually is kind of funny. So
I could tell you also had you had some help in deviating thought by thought by thought, paragraph by paragraph by paragraph.
oh yeah, Tanner did that. Tanner definitely did that. I did it on the second blog. I did it myself. I was a grown up. But the first blog I wrote in the notes section of my phone, and I just emailed it to Tanner, and he put it in paragraph
Okay.
format, and then he sent it back to me, and then I just copied and pasted that onto the
Makes sense.
WordPress file,
Right.
and then I just let it fly. And I didn't know how to put a cover photo, like a main photo,
Right.
so that's why it says ASE on the link to click on my Twitter.
That makes sense.
So I was like, oh. And I messaged Trevor and I was like, hey, man, I don't know what I did, but I fucked up. He's like, the first time you went to go save your blog, you didn't have like a header photo. And he had to explain to me how to do it. He's like, now you know how to do it. You're smarter with computers than I am. I'm horrible with computers.
Okay. I was gonna say, how's that new laptop working for you?
I like it. It's nice. Like the old laptop I couldn't hook up Bluetooth to.
Right.
So now I could probably go out and actually get a different headset if I
Yeah.
wanted to.
And it's probably way faster because it's solid state, no? If I remember
Yep.
correctly.
This is actually a different one. I went and I got a Lenovo.
Ooh, fine choice. You spent a little bit of money then, huh?
Fun fact. So my wife just bought like a brand new A6 computer to play games on. Like she got that.
She's a wow person.
Yeah.
Isn't she?
Isn't that like an A6 like alien? What's yeah, Asus, what was the name? Yeah, it was originally a $1,400 computer and she got it for $1,000.
Damn.
And we went there and she was like, I'll just max out my card to get you a computer now that you like having a computer. And she's like, and then you just pay for the rest. So I'm like, okay, well, I plan on spending at least $300. Well, her card covered all but what, $30 of it. So I paid $30 out of pocket and we just maxed out a credit card that we can pay off pretty quick.
Right. That's good. You got something decent underneath you.
Yeah, now I can actually like use a computer more, and I'm getting used to it. Like I had a little iPad in college. That was it. It was like one of those disconnect little Asus laptop iPad dealies.
Right.
And that was the only thing I ever had because it was what I used to use for my plugins for cars. I had like all the software on it, and that way it was portable. So that was the only thing I've ever had for a computer, basically my whole life. So this is all new to me. I upgraded. This is 10 times better.
Right.
Like I can actually do more shit on this than I thought I could.
I've always been a Team Mac player, but I've always had a couple of machines here and there over the years that could always dual boot Windows.
Yeah, I like the Windows format from what I've used.
I always found a way to skin a cat either way. So, I mean, if you got questions, don't hesitate to fire them off because I'm gonna get tested over this shit here in about 2 weeks.
Yeah, have you figured out what to do for a new recording?
I haven't actually decided yet because I'm going to probably. I've narrowed it down to at least 3 different versions. I think I might send one to Marco because he's been kind of chomping at the bit to edit something and kind of like learn it. So I might send him the 3 and see what he conjures up. But I haven't exactly decided.
Because we're recording on YouTube still, right?
Right. And what I need, what the 3 pieces of software I've narrowed down, I know they work well on Macs, but I don't know if the Windows versions are exactly
Yeah.
user friendly. If you catch my drift,
Yeah,
you know,
I get it.
I don't want it to be super high. Like I want it to be high and technical and be of some use to us, but at the same time, I don't want it to be way over your heads and you be totally lost on how to do this all proper. So
Yeah,
I'm trying to do my homework and trying to make it as simple as I can, but I know clock's running against me, but I feel I'm at least ahead of where I need to be before deciding. So
how long do we have?
till the end of the month, August 1st, it goes away completely.
Damn, that's
Yeah.
wild.
Yeah.
That's
Like
a weird.
they've been doing it slowly over 6 months because when we started the last one, I had like decent audio control over this, and then they decided to roll back the feature, and then I can't do anything audio related other than mute people or kick anybody out. And it was nice because before that, I actually had level and I could monitor level and I could adjust it individually. I think I found 3 good suitable replacements, but I just gotta play.
That'd be sweet because, like, the reason you can hear everything in my house is I turned my mic sensitivity all the way up
Right.
because I'm not sure what you can. I don't talk very loud in the first place, so I like having my sensitivity up for that. But I can talk a little louder if we can actually make it to where we don't hear my dog barking 5 rooms over.
And that's another fancy bit of the encoding because, like, with it, it separates out the audio into 4 different tracks or however many.
Oh, really?
Yeah. There are some encoders out there that'll do that.
So,
I
like,
can
you can filter out background noise?
if I have all 4 audio channels separately, there is that possibility. But like I said, I've only read into these pieces of software. I've yet to play with a lot of them, or 2 out of the 3.
Nice. Well, yeah, just keep us updated on that. Let
Yeah.
us know if there's anything you need us to do.
I just hope I find a nice free alternative that gets me to where I need to go easier. That's the goal anyway.
Yeah. All right, man. Well,
Right.
I'm gonna start watching Stranger Things again.
I still have yet to start.
I started on season 1 3 days ago, and I'm almost done with season 2.
Was it compelling as shit, or am I wasting my time?
I liked it. It's weird, is the thing, but I like weird TV shows.
I don't mind weird, but it's got to keep me somewhat interested.
It keeps you interested because it's like you think you know what's gonna happen, and then it's kind of like,
It
oh,
throws a wrench into
that's
it.
a different way to look at it. Yeah.
Okay.
It's not like throwing a wrench at something. It's not like there's any big plot twist. Like it was the father. No, it's like, oh, that's why that's happening. That's why that. It's like it's a thinker in a way.
Okay, so I gotta at least put my attention to it. Then is what you're saying.
Yeah, a little bit.
Damn it.
I mean, I play Farm Simulator while I'm doing it. So, but I can do that without looking at the damn TV now.
Yeah.
Plowing them fields.
I just gotta find something to watch while I edit.
Yeah.
And I just ran through Designated Survivor, so I'm kind of at that point of like, I don't know what to watch.
No, I get that.
You know, like the whole time I was surfing because I was like, there's like nothing compelling on. Like I don't have ESPN accessible, so it's like I can't watch the ESPYs. And other than that, it was like Minor League Baseball or Super Bowl 50 halftime show. So
Yikes.
Yeah, my options were limited.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'll let you proceed on. Good talking with you, Trash Man.
All right. Later, man.
Later, duder.